Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Attuned tribe. My name is Maxine, and I am one half of the channel that does the Reiki Attunements. And if you've been following along, Andrea is the other half that does biofield tuning, and together we offer inner child meditations. Our most recent series has been the chakra series, and somehow, some way, we've started from the root and we're all the way up to the crown. So welcome back if you've been following along. If not, feel free to go back and check out our other videos in the series. Like I mentioned, there is a biofield tuning, a Reiki attunement, and an inner child meditation for every single chakra so far. So again, today we've made it all the way up to the crown. And so unlike the other 6 chakras that are very much in our bodies, the crown is the only one that kind of sits above, and it's usually from your crown, and they say a couple inches above here. In today's video, per usual, we're going to be giving you just information about this chakra, some practices you can do, including affirmations, working with crystals, and then I will, of course, give a Reiki attunement to the whole energetic system, but focusing primarily on our root. So without further ado, let's get started. The root chakra, the crown chakra, up to the top, again, is associated with universal consciousness. The affirmation right here, I got this beautiful tapestry when I went to Bali a few years ago, is I am connected to the divine source of the universe. I am light and I trust. And so this chakra reminds us that yes, we are human embodiments, but we are also something more, spirit. The colors associated with this chakra are often white and actually also violet, violet being one of the highest frequency colors in our, rainbow spectrum, colors that we can see with our human eyes. And thus I'm wearing white today, also about purity. And again, white can hold all the colors, believe it or not. And so that's kind of what this chakra to me is about, right? It's the unity, the oneness, and remembering that we're not separate. So when it's open, you're going to have a sense of, again, connection to something greater than yourself. We all, I believe, have a purpose while we're here. They vary. And when you are in tune, I think you can, again, access that more clearly. There's an inner peace of knowing what you're doing with your day, with your life. There's a clarity, again, because we're here in the mind. We can tend to be very logical, myself included, overthinker, think. And that's something when it's overwhelmed or unbalanced, but when it is balanced, you just have this like clarity, this knowing, this deep peace in what's unfolding. I believe we are co-creators with our surroundings, with the magic that is the universe, the earth, the plants, the tree, the animals, all of it, each other. And so you really do feel that connection when this chakra is aligned, attuned, opened. Let's talk about when it's not. Again, we're here, not quite in the mind, but above here. And so a lot of mental illness, mental chatter can show up when there's a blockage, when there needs to be clearing. Schizophrenia is one of them. You kind of see things that aren't really there. Your reality and fantasy is like not coexisting. And so you tend to live completely detached from this body, from this world. And again, the purpose of doing this work, of doing energy work in general, is to be able to more fully embody. We're here in these bodies for a reason, and to not bypass or escape or get too lost out in the ether, how wonderful it can be. You've probably heard of spiritual bypassing, things like that. It's just, you become untethered, and a lot of, difficulty can come up with that. Again, I kind of started, talking about the root, the groundedness of like, I am a body, it's the primal connection, to our security and safety. And so if you go all the way up, you can see how that can kind of then not be grounded, not be here, not be present. And so with these attunements, we're not trying to just leave, escape. We're trying to still come within and come up through the different levels and layers to then just have an overall an alignment. Again, we want all the chakras, if you can imagine, people like to say that they're energetic wheels spinning, right? And so you want them all kind of spinning together. Imagine pinwheels, if you want to imagine different colors. And so when they're all kind of in alignment and spinning, you do feel grounded. You feel here. You feel like you can handle what's going on in your life. And you have a grip over the mental chatter. That again, I do this work primarily because I live up here a lot and out here, and this brings me back home. And so that's kind of what we'll be focusing on today. Like I mentioned, some of the colors are white and violet, indigo. This is my amethyst. I've been burning some incense on it, so it's a little smoky, but it's a purple color. Wonderful stone to work with for the Crown Chakra. Clear quartz. This is my Reiki crystals. When I did my master path, I got these special crystals that are attuned to me and my symbols. So anything that's clear quartz. This is another one that I love that has like a little, it has a little, stuff inside of it, which I love to look at, kind of like frozen in time. And of course, selenite. This is the heart I usually use when we do our clearings. Anything selenite is really, really good for balancing, clearing frequencies, energies. So those are just some things you can work with at home. You can place them, on your crown or just hold them while you meditate. And before we head out to the table for the Reiki Attunement part, I just want us to do some somatic, again, breathing, coming into the body. You can come back to this video at any time. Andrea and I have done recordings of us at the table, but it's not necessary to watch us. You're receiving the energetic transmission no matter what. And in this series, we just thought it'd be fun to show, the colors, our faces, what we do. That being said, if you're in a place to lay down, to receive, to close your eyes, please do that. If not, you can listen. If you're doing something out and about and around, and come back to it later to deepen it. But no matter what, this is timeless, boundless. That's the beauty of energy work. And so another beautiful practice is kind of just rubbing your hands together. And you can do this for all the different chakras, but if you rub your hands together for a couple seconds and slowly just like take them apart and breathe, you should kind of feel like a subtle energy. And if you just bring it back up to the crown, then you might start to feel where there is a kind of warmer spot. And this is you connecting to your energetic field, your body, all on your own. Okay, so before we go out, let's just take a breath like we did. If you wanted to just feel your own chakra, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower belly. Take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just begin to feel the weight of your body being held. Feel the support beneath you. The earth has got you. Your bed, your chair, whatever you're sitting in is holding you. Just take a couple more deep inhales and exhales to start to come within, to quiet the noise, internal and external. As we prepare to open and balance our crowns. Just trust in the divine intelligence that's moving through me, through you, through all of us. Feel free to pause the video at any time. Like I mentioned, come back to it and make this your own practice. Okay, I'll meet you out on the table. Okay, hello. Welcome back to the Reiki portion. We're outside and we'll be doing some work here on the table. I usually bring some incense to clear the space and to set intentions. So if you have any now, just say them to yourself, especially regarding the crown chakra, because that's what we will be working on mostly. And again, reminding you that this is timeless, boundless. Come back to it at any point. But if you can now, just rest, relax. Reiki meets you exactly where you are. There's nothing else you need to do. Let's just take a couple deep breaths together. I'm using my selenite heart again now to clear and set the space for us. This is an incense that is actually related to the crown chakra, which in Sanskrit is the Sahasrara. So you can also use something like that in your meditation practices if you'd like to connect even deeper. Let's take one more deep breath together before I head to the table. Beautiful. Again, with Reiki, we are doing the whole energetic system, but with regards to time in these shorter sessions here we're going to primarily be working on the crown. So just going around the table right now, I'm kind of setting space. And I'll do a version of an invocation. They're doing some work in the background, so I apologize for noise, but just continue. Again, we're balancing the crown, which is the external all around us. So this may be a good practice just to learn how to still quiet your inner world when the external world is sawing stuff and making noise. So coming back into this present moment, no fear. In this present moment, no worry. In this present moment, karma dissolves. In this present moment, limitless. In this present moment, love. So again, just taking deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. A great visualization as we do this is as you breathe in, you imagine the energy coming from your crown down to your root through your feet. You stop there and let it come down through your feet to the earth. Imagining it alchemizing. Imagine it getting clean and cleared. And then with a third breath, you bring it back up from your feet, all the way up through all the rest of the chakras, back up to your crown. And with that fourth breath, we shower now the purified energy down through our field. Again, I apologize for cats and dogs and noises, but that is part of doing it out in nature and outside. It's working with the elements. Continue to breathe and sink in deeper as much as you can. Allow the crown of your head to gently soften. No forcing, no striving. Remember, we want this to just naturally happen. As the Reiki flows, the purpose is to have your nervous system start to come into a deep, relaxed state. In this state, the parasympathetic state is where the real healing can occur. the alignments can happen. The mental clutter can just dissipate. And now you're just noticing, is it the monkey mind running all over the place? Is it sensations or emotions coming up now that you finally have given yourself space to sit quietly? Again, we're just noticing because we trust that Reiki and the universal love force energy is doing what it needs to do for us. All experiences are welcome. It's also part of transmutation, is not to shame the lower emotions that come, but to lovingly accept them. The noise that naturally exists around us, that if we're embodied humans, we cannot just fully get rid of, but we learn to dance with. Deep breath, moving it through, moving it down and out. Breathing it back, the circular motion back and through. I'll offer some affirmations. You can take them or leave them or make your own. That are, again, related to this Sahasrara Crown Chakra. So again, repeat them aloud or just internally. I am open to divine wisdom. I trust the intelligence of life moving through me. I release the need to control the outcome. I am supported, guided, and held. I honor both my humanity and my divinity. I trust that clarity comes when it needs to. I allow insight without force. I am safe to surrender. Letting these affirmations, these invocations really settle into your system now. Again, from the crown all the way down to the root.
Knowing that these practices, these check-ins, these attunements are aiding and supporting you in all you do, and all you are, and all you're becoming. So as we begin to close this session, know that the Reiki continues to work. It's our intention that really is the magic. If you're ready, you can kind of begin to bring awareness back into your body. The energy that we've invited today will continue working, especially as we move into, again, this new year, holiday season, the solstice that starts this Sunday. Just returning again and again to the stillness, to the body, to the softness. So I want you to thank yourself for showing up today. If you've been here with us through the whole chakra series, we really do hope that it has helped and that you can visit these at any time, in any order. But we have felt and heard that they do build upon each other as you go through them. And continue to remember that you are connected, you are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. Thank you for showing up for yourself, and in turn, for the rest of all of us. We'll see you next time.